So we're back underway with the men's elite competition here at the RugbySpy Ibiza 10s 2018. The Wyvern Harlequins taking on the 7 Fantastics. The Fantastics playing in black and blue from right to left in this first half. So as it stands in the men's elite competition, the 7 Fantastics have won 1 game, and the Wyvern Harlequins have drawn 1 game. So this is both their second match of the weekend.
Great attempt to make the turnover there, but well defended by Wyvern Harlequins, holding onto the ball. Oh, and a great burst through from Jamie Barton. And Barton over in the corner, is he? Or is he? No, just a foot in touch. 5 meters short. So the 7 Fantastics will get the line out. Big man, not quite with enough pace, and just must have put his foot in. It wasn't really the tackle that took him into touch. Probably should have relied more on his bulk. Good relieving kick that. Very useful one indeed. Good one to chase. Well, he was told to release him there, but I don't think the tackle had been completed. Oh, that's a really, really good catch and regather from the Fantastics. When it's a yellow card coming from the pocket, you can see it now. So Wyvern Harlequins down to 9 for the next 2 minutes. The man forced to go off is Morris, Aled Morris. I didn't actually see what that was for. It was either kicking the ball out of the ruck or deliberately just interfering, professional foul to stop the ball being recycled on the Fantastic side. But Alan Morris in the bin, whatever.
Well, an opportunity for the Fantastics to try and use this extra man if they can work it wide into some space. They've knocked it on though, so coughing up a first real opportunity to score 5 meters out from the Quins try line.
And Quins opting to try and run it out, knowing they were playing advantage. Knock forward though, signalled by the referee. They've gone back for the scrum from that. So now, will we see the Fantastics trying to use that extra man? I don't think the Wyvern Harlequins will dare pack down with a full scrum and leave a man outside. No, they've got that well. Oh, that was a really almost impossible pass. Can they take full advantage? Driven into touch really well. Well, the referee allowing that to go when he was clearly inside the 5. You know, he's gone back for the penalty. He hasn't allowed it to go. I think that could have been also a yellow card, Scott.
Yeah, well, it certainly looked close, didn't it? Tough call.
A deliberate professional foul to stop them recycling the ball and getting away. It's the sort of thing that one sort of has got used to that being called as a yellow card.
Perhaps giving the benefit of the doubt.
Yep.
The wind picking up as the sun's starting to go in here in San Jose. The Harlequins back up to a full 10.
Nicely off the top of the line out, and a delicate touch, but then actually knocked on by Di Evans, and possession goes back to the Fantastics. Big wrap-up tackle by Di Evans. Quite a few Welshmen in this Wyvern Harlequin side. Thought for a moment he had the pace to get away, but good tackle in the end.
Well, we spoke about Fiji earlier on. Everybody's trying it now, John. They all want a bit of the action.
And another fumble low.
Yeah. Going to ground.
No, to be ranked up there with the Fijians, you don't finish it with a fumble, you finish it with a try.
Well, these two sides at the moment are throwing everything at each other, but no one quite managing to break the deadlock. Territory-wise, it's all been in favour of the Seven Fantastics.
Yeah, the Seven Fantastics first match, they won it 1-0. That was all. Defence was uppermost in their minds then, and it was a real battle. Wyvern Harlequins come away again, opting on that occasion for safety and territory.
Well, it looks as if there's a couple of substitutions coming on for both sides. So rolling reserves this weekend. Looking for accuracy at their line out. The Fantastics get the ball away nicely.
Again wrapped up by Di Evans as they try to go through the centre. Altamirano looking strong but losing the ball again in contact.
Well, that was a huge monster hit coming in by the Fantastics. You can see this nice little break again. There's Alex Webber getting hit very hard by Theodore Casabonne. Certainly the crowds enjoyed that one.
Yep, gives them a lift, something to cheer. They really enjoy a big hit. Mathieu Berbizier. I wonder whether he's any relation to the great old French scrum half Pierre Berbizier.
Lovely little dink through on the outside of the right boot. Doesn't quite come to anything.
That's a good, well-timed pass for once. Now they had an overlap. Ooh. Well, that's an attempted tackle without hands. That should have been a penalty too. Not allowed to shoulder charge an opponent anymore. In the way that my great old mate JPR Williams made such a speciality of.
Well, you've got to feel for the player that just got the ball booted at their face.
There we are, right on the chin. recovered well and a bit unlucky. It deserved for that to bounce in field and create the first score of the game, but didn't happen. Half time, 0-0.
He doesn't seem phased at all, does he, with that smack to the face? Neither side really taking control of this game, John. And
no, very much not. It's very hard to predict what's where it's going to go. A lot riding on it, so they're anxious and making mistakes at the moment. Too many unforced errors, too many turnovers being given away rather than forced. Remember, the Fantastics unbeaten, but winning their only game, so they have, in terms of percentage, the best record.
And a draw perhaps not the worst result for them either, although it would be particularly unusual to see a 0-0.
Yeah, it would be, especially at Dens. Sam Katz with the restart. So Wyvern Harlequins taking relief after that penalty for the tackler not rolling away. And back into the Seven Fantastics half.
Still awaiting our first score of this game. Harlequins 30 metres or so out. Trying to work the ball in space. They've got pace out wide. Not quite managing to get the ball all the way there.
Very quick onto the ball there. The Seven Fantastic. That's a great turnover. Tried to go long this time. They realise there's no sweeper back.
Excellent chase as well, really putting the pressure on the Harlequins.
They're very good over the ball, almost affecting another turnover then, but good side step, but Sam Katz was having none of it. Trying to kick the ball out of the ruck, not allowed. but just got that hand in. That was the man who did it, Aled Morris.
The game just needs one moment, doesn't it? It needs a bit of X factor.
Yep.
One player finds a gap, breaks through, and you get a feeling it may come down to a singular moment which defines this game. Needing some support over the far touchline. Harlequins working hard at the breakdown, trying to slow possession down.
Hands on the floor, supporting the body. If you're going to go in and try and affect the turnover, you have got to be taking your own weight on your feet. A lot of players have developed this technique of actually pretending that they're on their feet, but actually only getting into that position by getting their hands forward, and that's really taking the weight of their body. Sam Katz making decent ground, and you begin to get the feeling, Scott, that it might be one score that wins it.
Yeah, certainly. And get a feeling if it's going to go to the Seven Fantastics, Sam Katz is going to be at the heart of it. He seems to be at every breakdown, every tackle at the moment. Trying to put some pace on the ball from Matthew Berbizier. Still going, needs some support, gets the offload away into the hands of Laporte. Managed to retain possession. They have numbers over the far side if they can work it that way, but they're not going to. And we spoke about Sam Katz, and it is that man who's broken through for the score. The opening score in this game.
Well, that's broken the deadlock. Has it broken the back of Wyvern Harlequins? Katz also with the conversion. No problems with that either, so a 7-0 lead to Seven Fantastics.
Well, it was a great initial break by Berbizier. Managed to keep trundling down this near touchline, but Katz sensed the gap, stepped back inside, caught the Quins' cover defence off guard. And timely that I just said he was at the heart of everything.
Oh, breakaway, great chance in fact for the Harlequins. Wyvern Harlequins, Jay Baker going in under the post, so this should level things up. Suddenly, as the players get a little bit more tired, the game opening up. No scores at all for over 15 minutes, and now suddenly 2 in the space of a minute. He must make sure he puts it over. He does indeed. The conversion from Ed Howley, and it's all level again, 7-all.
Well, it's worth taking a look at how the try scorer actually gets the ball, because it bounces off a fantastic boot straight into his hands, and perhaps an indication there of number 3 being held back, but I don't think he would have got there anyway.
Nope. I think that was a clever little bit of gamesmanship, in fact. If he'd got done for holding back, he was never going to catch his man, that's for sure.
Not a chance. The Harlequins profiting from a bit of luck in this second half.
They got the bounce of the ball again. Nicely wrestled back to the floor. Poor pass. Running towards his man and then just shuttled it. Need to get him down quickly. They did well. Oh, that's very good work. Quickly taken, but Jay Baker takes it away. Jay Baker still on the ball. But a great bit of work there from Kyle Evans. And that was Evans again, just nearly slipping the tackle. Oh, and he lost the ball. Got through the gap himself, but didn't take the ball with him. And in fact, it came off, obviously, the hand of a Sevens Fantastics player because he was able to take the line out quickly. That came off feet, so that's legal. I'd have said that was a fumble. It is too.
Well, not long left in this game, and perhaps we could be in for another draw here.
Indeed. Looking very like it up at a couple of minutes still, and obviously plenty of time. The Seven Fantastics make a substitution, putting on a replacement hooker. Tackling the man without the ball.
Yeah. Fantastics perhaps just trying to chase the game a little bit too much and making some errors as a result.
Well, that's a terrible kick. And goes completely dead, so scrum back where the kick was taken from. Last thing they needed, what a brainstorm there by the scrum half for the Wyvern Harlequins. Just signals an apology to his teammates. Again, the big push comes on from Sevens Fantastics.
At the moment, just being pinned back in their own half, needing to find a gap.
Lastiniere taking it in and winning a penalty. Probing for this all-important score. Just trying to keep the move alive. Doesn't manage to flick the pass off the floor, but does manage to keep it going with a recycle. And that's a knock forward. Final whistle, another draw. This competition in the elite group of men is proving very, very tight indeed. So another draw. Wyvern Harlequins 7, Seven Fantastics 7. A lot of sevens there.
All the sevens, yet no winner at the moment.
So the Fantastics unbeaten, still at the end of 2 games, and a draw and a win still puts them in the driving seat.